In the vast expanse of the universe where science meets faith, there are stories told for millennia that have left us in awe. These tales, etched into the fabric of human history, are not just mere stories. They are narratives that have shaped our understanding of the world, our moral compass, and our spiritual beliefs. And we often wonder, where does science, the realm of logic and evidence, intersect with these tales of faith? Welcome, dear listeners, to this curious intersection where we explore the intriguing harmony between biblical events and scientific evidence. It's a fascinating crossroads that often surprises us, challenges us, and ultimately enriches our understanding of the world. You see, science and faith, two realms often seen as opposing forces, can sometimes walk hand in hand. They can echo one another, confirming events that were once thought to be purely within the realm of faith. And when they do, it's like a cosmic dance of truth, revealing a universe much more intricate and interconnected than we ever imagined. Today, we're going to delve into this curious intersection. We'll be journeying through time, space, and the annals of human history to explore some of the most iconic biblical events. And guess what? These events aren't just found within the sacred scriptures. They have left their fingerprints in the sands of time, in the layers of the earth, in the cosmic dust of the universe. And science, with its meticulous methods and probing questions, has uncovered these fingerprints. From ancient floods that reshaped landscapes to celestial events that left cities in ruins, we're going to explore how these biblical events have been surprisingly confirmed by science. It's a journey that will challenge our perspectives, enrich our understanding, and perhaps even deepen our faith. So, buckle up, dear listeners. Prepare to journey through time and space as we explore biblical events that science has surprisingly confirmed. The Great Flood, a tale of divine retribution and survival, echoes across cultures. But is there more than just a story? In the quest to bridge the gap between faith and science, we come upon the tale of the Great Flood. This story, often associated with the biblical account of Noah's Ark, is not confined to one culture or religion. Instead, it resonates across numerous civilizations, each with its own version of a catastrophic deluge. Could it be that these are not mere stories but historical accounts, viewed through the lens of faith? Scientific evidence suggests that a massive flood did occur around 8,000 years ago. Geological findings show an abrupt rise in sea levels, which could be attributed to the rapid melting of glaciers. This evidence, found in sediment layers worldwide, points to a global event, much like the one described in the flood myths. In the context of Noah's Ark, the story speaks of an enormous vessel built to withstand a divine deluge. This ark was said to house a pair of every animal species, ensuring their survival. Now, while the literal interpretation of this tale may seem far-fetched, it parallels the survival strategy seen in nature. Many animal species, when faced with environmental changes, resort to migration or adaptation for survival. Could Noah's Ark then be a metaphorical representation of this natural phenomenon? Interestingly, flood myths are not unique to the Abrahamic faiths. Similar stories exist in ancient Greek, Hindu, and even Native American traditions. Each of these accounts describes a massive flood that reshapes the world with a few chosen survivors. It is compelling to consider that these separate cultures, with no known contact, share such strikingly similar narratives. While we may never find Noah's Ark itself, the evidence of a great flood is etched into our planet's history. The convergence of these cultural tales with scientific evidence presents a fascinating intersection of faith and science. It reminds us that truth often wears the robe of story, waiting to be unraveled by the curious and the faithful alike. The cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, synonymous with divine judgment, obliterated in a rain of fire and brimstone. Could this have been a natural disaster recorded in biblical times? In the heart of the Middle East, where ancient civilizations once thrived, archaeologists have unearthed evidence of cities that match the biblical descriptions of Sodom and Gomorrah. These cities, once bustling with life, now lay in ruins, their destruction shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Could the biblical account of divine judgment be an interpretation of a real natural event? The evidence suggests that these cities were indeed destroyed in a catastrophic event. Layer upon layer of ash and debris consistent with a large-scale disaster have been found at these archaeological sites. The intensity of the heat was so great that it turned the city structures into ashes, much like the description in the Bible of a rain of fire and brimstone. So what could have caused such an event? One plausible explanation is a meteor strike. Scientists believe that a meteor, hurtling towards the Earth at a tremendous speed, could have exploded in the atmosphere above these cities. The resulting fireball would have rained down on Sodom and Gomorrah, causing a massive firestorm that would have engulfed the cities in a matter of seconds. This theory is supported by the discovery of a layer of sediment at the archaeological sites containing tiny spherical particles. These particles, called spherules, are formed when a meteor explodes in the atmosphere, melting and vaporizing the rocks below. The molten rock then cools and solidifies into these tiny spheres as they fall back to the earth. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, as recorded in the Bible, could very well be the interpretation of an ancient civilization witnessing a natural disaster of epic proportions, a disaster they could only attribute to divine intervention due to their limited understanding of natural phenomena. The ruins stand as a testament to a story of destruction and morality etched in both the earth and in the holy text. The miraculous escape of the Israelites across the Red Sea is a cornerstone of faith for many. But could this event have a scientific explanation? In the realm of science and faith, the parting of the Red Sea holds a special place. The event, as narrated in the book of Exodus, is a dramatic account of the Israelites escaping the pursuing Egyptian army. The sea parts, the Israelites cross, and then the waters come crashing down upon the Egyptians. A divine miracle, some say, but could there be another explanation? Let's delve into the world of theoretical science. Some scholars and scientists have proposed a range of natural phenomena that could have led to the parting of the Red Sea. One such theory is the tsunami hypothesis. A massive underwater earthquake or a volcanic eruption could have triggered a tsunami. The sea would have temporarily retreated, creating a land bridge, then surged back once the tsunami hit. Another theory suggests the role of wind. It's called wind set-down. Imagine a strong, persistent wind blowing over the sea for hours, even days. This could have pushed the waters back, creating a temporary path. Once the wind ceased, the water would naturally flow back in. But it's not just about the parting, it's also about the timing. The Israelites would have had to be there at the exact moment the sea parted and then crossed before the waters returned. A coincidence? A divine intervention? Or maybe a perfect alignment of natural phenomena and human determination? Regardless of the explanation, the parting of the Red Sea is a powerful narrative. It symbolizes liberation from oppression, the triumph of faith, and the possibility of miracles. Whether you view it through the lens of faith or science, it offers a fascinating insight into the interplay of natural forces and human spirit. The parting of the Red Sea remains as one of the most iconic narratives, a testament to freedom, faith, and possibly the forces of nature. As we traverse the annals of history, science, and faith, we find that they might not be as conflicting as we once thought. We've journeyed through compelling narratives, from the Great Flood, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, to the parting of the Red Sea. Each of these accounts, entrenched in faith, have found echoes in the realm of science. The Great Flood, a tale deeply rooted in religious texts, has been given substance through geological evidence of a catastrophic flood event. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, often seen as divine retribution, aligns with scientific theories suggesting a meteoric event. The parting of the Red Sea, a miraculous intervention, finds a companion in the world of science through the phenomenon of wind set-down. These narratives, hailing from the scriptures, are not just tales of divine intervention, but also chronicles of natural phenomena. Science and faith in these instances are not at odds but are two sides of the same coin. They both seek to explain the world around us, one through empirical evidence and the other through spiritual enlightenment. In our quest for understanding, we often pit science and faith against each other. However, as our exploration has shown, they can converge, intersect, and even complement each other. They can provide us with a comprehensive view of our existence, a lens that combines the tangible with the intangible, the seen with the unseen, the empirical with the spiritual. As we move forward, let us remember that the pursuit of truth doesn't have to be a choice between science and faith. Instead, it can be a harmonious journey, a symphony of perspectives that enriches our understanding of the world. It's in this harmony that we find a more holistic, nuanced, and enlightened view of our existence. As we gaze upon the stars and delve into our ancient texts, we are reminded that our search for truth might just be a journey where faith and science walk hand in hand.